Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Benny DeCecca, Chief Executive Officer of Validation Institute. Today, we have the pleasure of hosting Matt Allen, the Chief Operating Officer, and Corey Campbell, Chief Clinical Officer from ViMedicus, a company specializing in the behavioral health space. Welcome, Matt and Corey.
Pleasure to see you, Benny. Thanks for having us.
Nice to see you as well. Before we dive into our discussion, I'd like to highlight that your ViCare program offers individuals a sustainable solution for alleviating anxiety, depression, and stress. By doing so, it effectively reduces healthcare costs for both the individuals and their employers. Now, Matt, could you please elaborate on what sets ViCare apart from other telehealth psych services?
Sure. We know there's a lot of options out there for employers to choose from, but the key factors around ViCare is that it's really individualized attention to the employer and the people on the health plan who utilize the program. I think Corey would back me on saying that the current trend is around health behaviors and addressing those appropriately. And in order for us to do that, we heavily vet the team of therapists that work with us. So while there are lots of people out there that may carry an appropriate certificate, we go through a much heavier certification program to bring them on, which in turn gives the best possible results, aka outcomes. Hence our work that we've done with you all at the Validation Institute.
And Corey, how do you measure progress with enrollees?
Yeah, that's a great question. Thanks for asking. So that's always the $1 million question, right? With behavioral health interventions is how do you actually know people are getting better? And one of the ways that we do that is just looking at what we call increasing the person's self-efficacy. So the idea that if you feel like you're doing well at maintaining your life, maintaining your mental health, if you have more confidence, so to speak, in your ability to handle these things as the roller coaster of life happens, that you will have better outcomes, right? So one of the ways we do that is through a self-reported measure that we use every time we interact with a patient, called the VI score, and that's a 1 to 10 rating scale of where you are in your own self-efficacy journey at that point in time. And we measure that longitudinally over a long period of time. And we partner with great partners like the Validation Institute who can kind of look under the hood and make sure that we're, confirm that we're doing this in a transparent way that shows progress for people. And so what we see is that if people get more confident, they tend to do better in sort of managing the ups and downs of life that we all have.
And I think I'll chime into what Corey said and say that it's just like the pain scale when you go to your general doctor. The smiley face for you may be a sad face for me, and we feel the same about the VI score. A 7 for you and a 7 for me may be different things, but they really help our team focus on that lifestyle improvement.
Wow, that's great. And I assume you can't do it all alone. So how do you work with other healthcare partners?
That's become an increasingly popular trend that no one's found really the secret sauce for yet. And that is, how do you complete that circle of communication? For us, we've done it in some unique ways, and some of those watching this will be familiar with direct primary care. We have no problem at all with larger healthcare systems, but those employers who choose to work with a direct primary care clinic, we find is a great opportunity of referral, cross-referral, but also an opportunity for Corey and I to help engage with their medical teams to take the physical and the mental and bring those worlds together. Our extended team, as you know, and also includes a dietitian. We have access to psychiatric care, and we know that we need all of those things working in tandem for good harmony for the individual.
Why was an outcomes validation so important for ViMedicus?
So we were introduced to a couple of healthcare think tanks, as I call them. The folks at Health Rosetta probably would choose a different set of words, but I'm going to promote the fact that through them and Deb Alt's team at AIM, we were encouraged to look at validation because they believe in us, but there are so many people looking for services in behavioral health. How can you put a different level of trust? I want you to trust what I'm saying, but going through the validation allowed a third party, your team, to take our ViScore outcomes longitudinally over about 5 years of encounters and extrapolate that through data science. So without sounding like a giant data nerd, it gave us the ability to state that what we're doing is a valid outcome metric. Even though it's subjective in nature, it is helping people improve their lives.
Well, thank you, Matt and Corey, for sharing your insights on ViCare. Your expertise has shed on the importance of providing sustainable solutions for individuals struggling with all types of behavioral issues. We greatly appreciate your time and valuable contribution to this interview. And if you're looking to learn more about ViMedicus and their ViCare program, go to validationinstitute.com and read their validation report. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and I hope you all have a great day.
Thank you.